You from Soi Dogs, you were volunteering there, but tell us about your round-the-world trip with this unusual van, motor caravan. Tell us what it's called and why you're doing this trip around the world.
Yeah, one day we said, we were young, we worked for 2 and 3 years, and we said it's maybe now the moment to go on a world trip. It has always been a dream of both of us to travel a long time and to experience it as a live experience, to meet people, local people, see how they live and so on. And if you travel 3 weeks, sometimes it's too short to live with the people. And that's why we said, okay, one day we say, now we go. We prepared all trip 6 months before, and now it's already 7 months we are on the road, and we come all the way from Belgium through Central Asia, China, and then Laos, northern Thailand, Cambodia, back to Thailand, and the aim of our journey is to reach Australia and to visit New Zealand.
Obviously you can't drive to Australia, so you're about to take the boat, aren't you? Where are you going to take the boat from?
Yeah, normally at the beginning nothing is planned, but in the beginning we thought it was impossible to ship the car from Malaysia to Indonesia, and so we said we're gonna ship it from Malaysia directly to Australia or from Singapore, and now we found that it's possible to go from Malaysia to Indonesia with the car, and so we take the car to Indonesia, we ship it from Malaysia to Indonesia and East Timor to Darwin.
And thanks to Ann Andrew that said us that it was possible to travel in Indonesia with the car, because we met them, and since we met them we know it's possible.
Pick each other's brains.
This is very unusual. I mean, motor-caravans are not that well known in Thailand, but you've met up with another couple doing the same thing but going the opposite way. Is this a coincidence or just luck?
First time we met in Laos. We saw their car, just parked, they were eating in a restaurant. We say, oh, it's an unusual car like ours. And we said, we're gonna try to find who is the owner of the car. And we went to the only restaurant of the village, and they were there. So we ate together and everything. We stayed till midnight, I think.
So much to talk about.
Talking, and then we kept in touch. And it's now the 3rd time we meet. We met in Phetchaburi once, and now in Phuket. And we stayed a little bit longer together this time.
Well, we're here at Nai Yang, and you've stayed at MaiKhao beach as well. And anywhere else in Phuket or this area?
No, we've stayed in MaiKhao and Nai Yang because it's close to the shelter, to the Soi Dog shelter. But we have been to Phuket town to have some paper for the car, for the customs, and that's it. We just travel a little bit to find some stuff for the car, some stuff to eat and everything, but we have not been to the southern point of Phuket.
But they did.
They did it.
We camped at Karen Beach, didn't we, last time when we came through the first time around? That was very beautiful.
Do you think the facilities are suitable for motor caravan and camping like this?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think we were lucky. We haven't been further down south in the island yet. We're going to go later on today. But then it was low season, so it'd be interesting to see if it's very different. But people were very accommodating. We asked people, is it all right if we camp here? Everyone made us very welcome. It was nice and peaceful and beautiful. What a lovely view to wake up to. So,
obviously you got a bit of breeze, but these cars must be hot. Obviously during the day, but in the evening as well, aren't they hot? Do you have air cons?
We tend to get a nice breeze in the evening. Sorry, we get the natural aircon.
Natural aircon. We don't have aircon in the car. Just a very small fan. Very small. But that's okay. You have always air, and that's quite good. We sleep very good.
Tell us a bit about the van. Yours looks like a sort of mini bedroom on the back.
Yeah,
I can show you.
Yeah, it's our little house. Yeah, he can show.
Yeah, I will show you. Here you can see there is a big bed for our 2. We sleep in it every day. We can cook. We can gas cooking. We try to cook a little bit. We have a fridge. We have toilets. We have shower, external shower, so we can take a shower, and we can sit here and have a rest. And it's small. It's very organized. So really, we live in it since 7 months, and it's not a problem.
So while one of you is driving, does one of you sort of sleep in the back?
We tried. We tried, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. But it's possible. Oh yeah, it's possible to travel in the back. Yeah.
And roughly, sort of, how much does it cost to make a vehicle like this? Because you haven't bought it like this. You've adapted it, haven't you?
Yeah, we've adapted. We bought the two, but they are very old, so we repaired a lot. So it's difficult to say exactly the price of such a combination, but sometimes people think we are very rich because we have this, and it's not the case because it's less than a new car. So it's around, I think, $12,000 or $13,000. It's not a lot.
Obviously, you're saving a lot of money on, say, hotel accommodation costs. Is that part of the reason too? You can get around and see places that you wouldn't...
The main reason to have a car is the freedom. We can go everywhere, whenever we want, and the camper van, we can stay where we want. We can sleep there. If you want to stop at a place where there are no hotels and everything, you can. When you backpack, you need to find an hotel every day. So it's the freedom, really freedom.
With local people, we're even invited at a wedding in Uzbekistan, and we just ask people, can we stay for security? We always ask because it's better. And we asked the man, and he said, oh, no problem. And then his son has his wedding in the hotel, in the parking of the hotel where we stayed, and so we spent all night on the marriage, on the wedding. It was nice. So meeting people like that is great.
Let's bring Andrew a bit more. Tell us about your vehicle. You've got a lot more stickers as well and sponsors on the side and the bikes on the back. Tell us about your setup.
Well, it's a 25-year-old Toyota Land Cruiser, and it was just a utility, we call in Australia, and we sort of adapted it to make it sort of lightweight and good storage and a very comfortable bed. That was sort of the main thing. Was sort of
doesn't look like a lot of room where the beds are on the top.
Yeah, we can, and that sort of drops down. We've got a refrigerator underneath and storage for our spare parts and tools and clothing.
But is there room for the kitchen sink?
On the side.
Yeah, we've moved that external.
Yeah, and we've got an external shower. And we've even got a hot water shower. We've got to have the motor running for that. So we've got a tank of 100 litres of water. And on the other side we've got 100 litres of diesel, extra diesel, so a total of about 180 litres, and that gives us a range of about 1,600 kilometres.
Right. Show us on your map where you're going. You're going the opposite way from Australia.
Yeah.
Where are you heading next?
We'll be heading back down to Georgetown, and then shipping in Malaysia to ship to Chennai in India. And then we're hoping to travel round India up to Nepal, and then through Pakistan, Iran, Turkey, Greece, and then into Europe. Yeah.
How long do you think that will take you?
9 months. Another 9 months. We're hoping to be there for Christmas.
You said that last
Does it cost a lot of money? I mean, for example, the fuel, the petrol, had gone up a lot last year. It's coming down now. But I mean, how do you afford it?
We're lucky that we've got a little unit in Sydney, and we've got that rented out, so that gives us a little income.
The fuel would replace the cost of the hotels or accommodation or guest houses that you'd have. And we very rarely stay in a guest house or hotel, so it sort of balances out.
Yeah, we compared with backpackers with the money they have to for the buses, for the every transport, and for the planes. It's quite the same thing. It's not so expensive to travel this way because we save a lot of money sleeping in the car and eating and cooking in the car.
Yeah. Now, you both have websites, don't you, to keep in touch? I know your one's in French, isn't it? What's the website?
Yeah, it's in French and in Dutch, because he's from the French part of Belgium, I'm from the Dutch part of Belgium, so it's very nice. And we have it in 2 languages, but we are trying to make it in English for next month. We try. And it's www.bearoundtheworld.be.
Be around the world in one word?
In one word, and BE like Belgium, and B from being in Belgium. Yeah.
So you can keep in touch with the family and friends, and people can also contact
People can see what we are doing, and we share our journey with
Experience,
people.
Yeah.
And Andrew and Anne, what's your website?
It's www.drivingoz2 UK.com.
DrivingOz2UK.com.
That's right, yeah.
One word.
Yeah.
And